Hi guys, and welcome. In this tutorial, I want to show you my two-step coloring technique to improve the quality of the video. This is a basic tutorial and mostly it is my way of simplifying things that I know. Using these two steps, you can improve the quality of video with any modern video editing software. For this tutorial, I'm using Davinci Resolve version 16. Which is sort of an overkill for this particular video, but anyways, that's the software I will be using today. Broadly, I classify video production into three steps. Step one is the recording of video itself. Basically, the objective in this step is to get the best quality video recording from the device that you are using. There's no one single formula for this. Every device is different and you will have to look into your own device. In my case, I'm using Nikon D5300 DSLR camera, which has some limitations, and I won't be getting a raw video output. Basically, it's a pre-processed video that I have got. When I say pre-processed, what I've done is I have applied a flat picture control in my camera to get this video output. Step two is post-production. In this tutorial, it will be how you can improve the quality, which I'll get to it in a minute. And the last step is the final release. The objective of this final step would be to get the best quality output from your software that meets your distribution requirement. What it means is, like, if you are uploading to YouTube or any other portal, then you need to be producing an output that meets certain criteria for that particular channel or the portal. But if you are just watching it on a TV or distributing it over USB, then you have much more liberty of getting a better quality with the cost of huge size. Anyways, so today we are focused only on post-production steps. So now that you know my process of three steps, and we'll be focusing on the second step, let me start by showing the sample video that I have for you guys today. Let's start by looking into the properties. So as you can see here, it's a full HD quality video with 13 Mbps bitrate. So it's not a high quality, it's an average quality, or you can even say that low quality video from today's standards. So it is shot in 25 frames per second. Anyways, so let's look at the video. As you can see here, this is sort of a video with very minimal movements, with bubbles coming up in this bottle of drink, and there's no variation of light here. Okay, so since this is a flat profile, it's hard to make out what is the intended experience for the audience. So let me stop this. Let's get back to our editing software. So I have already imported this video and set up in my timeline in Davinci Resolve. I've generated the optimized media here so that it helps with my old laptop processing. So let's jump into color. So this is the coloring tab. As you can see here, this shows your color space, how wide it is. So today we will be looking into two steps to improve the quality of this video. When I say quality, what I mean is not professional quality. It's just what's the best we can get out of it with just two steps. Okay, step one. If you see this video, this is a flat profile. So the first thing you clearly notice is it is missing the depth information in this video. Without depth, it is also evident that you cannot see where it is actually focused. Maybe you can make out a little bit, but still you will not be able to know the intended experience from the director's perspective, you can say. Okay, let's fix that up first. So the first step is to bring in the depth to the video, as well as try to highlight the focus of this video. Okay, so how to do that? The first step is to apply highlight and shadow adjustments. That's what I do to bring out the depth in the video. So to do that, here in Davinci Resolve, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this link button. So this is the curves what we are seeing here, and this link binds all the curves together. So I want to unlink everything. So keep the Y highlighted. So now we can set our black and white points. So what I'm going to do here is I'll create 3 points, 1, maybe 2, and maybe 3. So this is where our color starts, and then this is where it ends, roughly. So what I want to do is I want to increase the shadow. That means I want to increase the black level. To say in this video, I'm going to pull it down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the highlights of this particular video. Okay, maybe I can even move it across a little bit. Okay, this I can pull it back a little bit. This is the updated adjusted video. Let me toggle it back. So if I remove this adjustments, you can see that this is the initial video with flat profile applied, which does not highlight the shadows or the white points. So if after making this change, this is how your video will look like. So what it means is here you can see the details in your bubble, as well as details of the shadow here, and you can see sort of depth coming in from as compared to your initial video. This is where you are not seeing the depth, and after applying this you can see the depth and the focus. So if I play this video, you can see that the focus of this video is to highlight this part of the bottle for the user to experience the slow rising of bubbles. If I go back, you can see that this is a flat profile and pretty much everything is sort of washed out, and you cannot see what you're highlighting in this particular video. So after application, one more time, now you can see that the focus is on this set of bubbles that's coming up to the top of the bottle. Okay, so this is the first step, applying highlights and shadows. So let me stop this. Maybe I'll pull it back. The second step is to increase the color or give the coloring mood to the video. So what you can do to improve this is, if you're using a software like Davinci, you already have a set of LUTs or lookup tables provided for you. In this case, I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm going to use something which comes out of the box. I need to go to VFX.io, and I'm going to go down. So this video was shot in sRGB color space. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to click this, and you can see that it applies a color tone to your video, which may be a little bit dark. We'll fix it in a bit. So I'm going to right click on it, and I'll say apply LUT to current node. So now you can see the video is drastically changed. Okay, let me toggle one more time. So this is how it looked earlier, and now if I come back and apply all my adjustments, this is how it looks. So in reality, it was not this dark, it was not this saturated. So I can reduce few things here. So I can do a little bit of gain, increase the gain. What it means is it is going to bring some brightness to my shadows, and I can decrease a little bit of okay. This looks almost true to life when I recorded the video. So let me give a playback and see. Okay, wonderful. So now I can actually see that the bubbles are the focus or the highlight of the video, the storytelling, and rest of the things are, you can see the background blur or the bokeh here a little bit. The lens was focused to this part of the bottle and the movement, and this was out of your focal length, so that's why you can see the bit of blurred background. Let me toggle back. Okay, so this is how the flat video was recorded from the device, and after post-production or after applying these two steps, just adjusting the shadows and highlights and then adjusting a color space, we are able to move into much more visually attractive video here. And it also highlights what the intended experience for the user. The intended experience here was to focus the user's attention towards this particular area where bubbles are coming slowly and with appropriate color of the drink. To summarize, I have two steps that I follow. The first step is shadows and highlights, and the second step is coloring. Okay, let me jump it, edit mode. Okay, so I'm going to play this. You can see how it looks without the adjustments applied. And now if I apply adjustment, now you see the depth in the video and you see the contrast and color coming out of the video, and this is much more enjoyable. Thank you very much for your time. Hope this helps.